Can I start the meeting now?
Yes, you may.
Okay, I'd like to call the meeting to order and let us stand up and salute the flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Rita, did you see how low our flag is at half-staff? It's very...
It's too low?
It's too low. Maybe tomorrow we can get it up a little higher.
Okay.
Actually, this is going to be a really quick meeting, but I think our real January meeting we should dedicate to President Carter.
Nice idea.
Maybe one of us can make a little presentation about him.
For the January 2nd meeting or the regular meeting?
The regular meeting, when theoretically there'll be more people here. Okay, Rita, the roll call.
I'm going to do it in order tonight. Teddy Secor.
Here.
Wendy Burton.
Here.
Nathan LaVertu.
Here.
Eric Ames.
Present.
And no Julia.
No.
Well, she is somewhere. She's just not here. We don't have to do privilege of the floor because no one is here. So, new business. You're just telling us that there was a lot of interest from Laura Viscusi for the planning board vacancy, and you've passed that along to Tom Angel?
Correct.
Okay, so they will interview their candidates first, and then we would like to probably get a chance to interview whoever they want.
You do want to interview her?
I would think,
As
well,
well.
I don't know if it's going to be her. Whoever they end up choosing, I think we should just probably speak with.
She's the only one who's shown interest so far?
So far, but I know that Tom has a few feelers out,
Right.
and Julia's talked to somebody, so.
Okay.
The CAC does have a vacancy, but Lynn Tondrick put in her letter of interest today, so I was ready to appoint her if Curtis wanted, but he wants to make it formal through the CAC, so it'll be, when is your next meeting for the CAC?
CAC?
Yeah.
That's the third Wednesday of the month.
So it'll be after, so we can't appoint her until February then?
Yep.
Okay. The Zoning Board of Appeals is not who asked. It was Zoning Commission would like to appoint Nina Peak as our consultant. We interviewed her. She sent us a proposal. We all thought it was perfectly acceptable. And many of us on the Zoning Commission have already worked with Nina on the comprehensive plan. So I would like to make a motion to appoint Nina as the Zoning Commission consultant.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Rita had wanted to rehire Rich Prentice as our dog control officer. And Rich had at first agreed, and then he decided not to come back. And so we talked with Human Resources, or that's not what it's called.
Dutchess County Civil Service.
Civil Service. And we are able to make the dog control officer part of the job of the deputy town clerk, and that's what Rita would like to do. My hesitation was simply having anybody juggle a bunch of different balls, like if when Rita is away, if Dorian's running the town and the dog control officer is needed, she has to close town hall, she has to close the office in order to attend, and I did ask...
That won't happen.
Rita, please don't do that. It could happen, and I'm bringing up a concern of mine. So...
She would have to wait till the office closed.
Okay, but that's even worse, because that means there's a dog running around on Shelley Hill Road, and the dog has to wait for the dog control officer. So I would like you to, like, back away from this conversation and just let us talk amongst ourselves.
I'm sorry.
Thank you.
My apologies.
It's okay.
But you know I'll chime in later.
Rita, you know who you're acting like? That town clerk. We're on camera, so I think I'm just gonna move along.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I'm just expressing my concerns that a dog control officer be available when there's a call for a dog control officer. And the second question that I asked Rita, asked Doreen, was what if she's doing fire police? And fire police also comes first, apparently, which makes sense. But, so that's my concern. Doreen is certainly capable of hurting animals, and I'm sure she's,
Sure.
but, so I would just like to have a moment's conversation, or you know what, we can do this in executive session if that's more comfortable.
Well, what was, because I believe in the past the DCO wasn't, I mean, they were on call, but it didn't necessarily mean that they were always coming right away.
That I don't know. I mean, because I've never
'cause I-
called the DCO.
Right, so I have, and it was like, I could be there 4 hours kind of thing.
Oh, wow.
So,
Really?
yeah, because, I mean, it's not like it's their one gig and they're just sitting around waiting for it.
Right.
So, I don't know what other response times have been, because it's not like a 911 type of call.
Right.
So I don't know if the being next to the red phone is necessarily a critical component of the DCO, but it is something that I think in the past it hasn't been. I mean, the ideal is immediate, but I don't know if that's the reality.
Right.
I mean, she could have a pre-prepared sign that she could put on the office door saying, "I've stepped out, to fulfill the dog role, and here's my cell, and I'll be back, as soon as possible." In the event that it happens,
Right.
that she's here. I mean, I think it makes sense. She knows the town. She's good with animals, and but she's here 9 to 1.
Yeah.
How many days a week?
4.
4 days.
But
Okay.
when Rita's on her 2-week vacation, she's here solidly. She's here 5 days a week for 2 weeks straight.
Right. So she picks up the Friday.
Yeah. Actually, that's not a bad idea. I would actually prefer that if she's working at town hall, that she do that she close your office and go take care of an animal, than expecting the animal to stay put for however long she has to work so she can go track down the animal. Because they don't always stay in one place.
Yeah, they move.
Is it?
Can we have 2 individuals? Can we have
Well,
like a
it's a
DCO and a deputy DCO? Because if we could do that, could we go to, I can't remember, is it
That's a
Ryan?
great
Could we go
idea.
to Mr. Prentice and say, Doreen will be the primary, but in the event that she is unable, because if she's with someone,
Right.
she can't, it would be rude to kick them out, I think.
Yeah.
But if she
Yeah.
can take a moment and say, hey, I can't take this call, if you'd be willing to at least be a secondary.
Or there's also somebody else who's interested in the position. I don't know how we'd work that out with, I really don't want to, I think this is, I told you that AJ was interested.
Who's AJ Spears?
Yeah.
Oh, they've been.
And he works at home, such as it is, so, he's at home doing what he does, so.
I think Doreen could finish with the person in the office, right? And then excuse herself. I don't think it would be a situation where she would say, I have to run the second. In terms of if someone was in the office getting a license for something, she could finish the business, put the sign up, close the door, go take care of the dog, and come back and resume.
Well, in the past, when Rita was by herself, not ideal, but if you have to run out to the bank for anything, you close up shop for 5 minutes, and it
Right.
didn't seem like anybody had a problem with,
Never.
especially in our small town, people understand,
Right.
okay, Rita will be back, I'll just wait here. I know the deal by now.
Yeah,
Sure.
we can do we can monitor it for a couple of months, and if if something comes up, then maybe we reach out to AJ and be like, would you be willing to be a secondary or something? We can do that
That's
too.
true. Rita's going to be there anyway, unless Rita's on vacation. So there would be someone manning the office.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think we can make it work.
And,
Okay.
and these are 2 people that aren't going anywhere, I don't think, so. I think this is pretty safe route.
Agreed.
Okay. I like the idea of her finishing up whatever she's doing and then taking care of an animal. It depends what you're gonna say.
The dog control officers we've had over the years usually cannot answer a call immediately. Rich Prentice, who I really wanted, works at Central Hudson.
Yeah.
The one we had this year, who we didn't have a busy year, but she was very busy otherwise.
Mhm.
She was the dog control officer in Milan. She was assistant dog control officer in Rhinebeck,
Oh, boy.
and she ran a restaurant.
Good Lord.
So if Doreen has to wait an hour, if I was gone, I don't think that's a big deal. Very often, people will grab a dog and
Mm.
say, you know, I've got a dog here in my garage, and
True.
plus, if it's after hours, Doreen has kennels at her house. Our former dog control officer, Diana Mackey, gave me the wand with the, you know, with the chip on the back.
Oh, great.
So we have that, and
Okay.
Is that
I
in
think
the
it's gonna
office?
work. Yeah.
Oh, it's good to know.
It's gonna work.
Okay, then I make a motion to appoint Doreen Brown as the DCO. This is not going to be a permanent aspect of the deputy
Right.
town clerk, because when Doreen is not the deputy town clerk, but someday is the town clerk, we're going to just hire a dog control officer. So,
Yes,
okay.
I would second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you.
And remind me, we had this budgeted, right, this position?
Yeah.
It's okay.
That's another thing, the money part. Do you want to mention that?
We're not gonna, we raised the salary substantially because Rick Prentice makes a lot in his capacity as dog control officer. And
Mhm.
he came back contingent on a fairly substantial raise.
Mhm.
So we've told Doreen she's going back to the salary that the dog control officer had last year, because this is her first time doing it.
Okay,
And often the salaries are even stepped back.
sure.
So, okay. So approve the transfer station fees, but we're not raising them?
Yeah, just approve them as they are.
Okay,
I have to put that on a little flyer.
okay.
You want to make a motion?
Nathan wants to make a motion.
Make a motion to keep the transfer station fees as they were in 2024.
And I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you.
Okay, get down to the nitty-gritty here. Resolution 12E was to transfer funds from New York Class Highway account to move the funds to the New York Class Highway Vehicle account. Whereas the Town of Stanford Highway Department ordered a 2025 international HX 620 truck in March of 2024 for the amount of $352,135, and whereas there are not sufficient funds to cover the expense in the New York Class Highway Vehicle Reserve Fund to pay for the purchase, and whereas there are sufficient funds available in the New York Class Highway Fund to pay for the vehicle, now therefore be it resolved that the supervisor is authorized to transfer $225,000 from the New York Class Highway Fund to the New York Class Highway Vehicle Fund.
It was ordered, when was it delivered?
March, it hasn't been delivered yet.
Do we have a ETA on that?
No,
So are we transferring the funds, but are we still holding them until
oh yeah.
receipt? Okay.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I just want them in the right account.
Got it, okay, second.
Thank you.
All in favor?
Aye.
Oh, this is a resolution.
Yeah.
Wendy Burton,
Yes.
Judy DeCoto absent, Eric Ames,
Yes.
Nathan LaVirtue,
Yes.
Betty Secor.
Yes.
Okay. Resolution 12F to transfer funds from New York Class Highway account and move the funds to the CDPHP health insurance account, which is a Millbrook account. Whereas the Town of Stanford Highway provides funds for the health insurance account at Millbrook Bank for the benefit of their UPSEU members, And whereas the account needs replenishment for fiscal year 2025, now therefore be it resolved that the supervisor is authorized to transfer $10,000 from the New York Class Highway Fund to the Millbrook Bank CDPHP account.
Second.
Any discussion?
Wendy Burton.
Yes?
Judy Dakota absent. Eric Ames.
Yes.
Nathan Averccio.
Yes.
Terry Secord.
Yes.
Resolution 12G, to transfer funds from New York Class American Rescue Plan Fund account and move the funds to Millbrook General Fund. Whereas the remaining American Rescue Plan funds will be used to partially pay for the installation of the new Hallett ultraviolet sanitation light system. Now therefore be it resolved that the supervisor is authorized to transfer $1,757.30 from the New York Class American Rescue Plan Fund to the Millbrook General Fund.
Will you also be closing that account?
Yeah.
I will second it.
Wendy Burton.
Yes.
Judy Dakota absent. Eric Ames.
Yes.
Nathan Averccio.
Yes.
Terry Secord.
Yes.
There may be one more month where some interest comes in, but to that
But if you
account.
close it,
Yeah.
okay.
And then I'll just move those funds over to general fund and close the ARC account.
Have to do a resolution for that too.
Probably.
Yeah. Okay.
Anything that has to do with funds.
No, I know.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Think transfer of $2.78.
Yeah.
No, I
or
know.
$2.30.
Or whatever, yeah.
Resolution 12H, to transfer funds from the New York Class Highway account and move the funds to the Millbrook Highway Fund. Whereas the town of Stanford Highway Millbrook, what? Whereas the town of Stanford's Highway will have invoices in the December 30th abstract exceeding the current balance. Whereas there are sufficient funds available in New York Class Highway Fund to pay those invoices, now therefore be it resolved that the supervisor is authorized to transfer $10,000 from the New York Class Highway Fund to the Millbrook Highway Fund.
Second.
Wendy Burton.
Yes.
Judy Dakota absent. Eric Ames.
Yes.
Nathan Averccio.
Yes.
Terry Secord.
Yes.
Okay, that was I believe, the end of all of my moving money around. Oh, did you I'm afraid to say that the invoice, did Debbie move the invoices into your office? Oh, they're right there. Okay, so they're gonna have to get signed by you guys.
Okay.
Moving down the line.
Well, we're almost finished, so,
Yeah, we could do them after.
But we'll have to make a motion to approve it.
oh, okay.
Yeah.
Then I guess you should they should start signing.
I'll hand this all the way down. Small.
Yeah, none of that's the biggest. I've already signed.
This is the biggest.
I'll grab a pen.
Do you have a pen?
I have them.
Can someone grab a
Here
pen
you go.
from?
There you go.
Sorry, I didn't mean to throw it.
Two.
That's not a pen.
It's just an empty vessel.
Empty vessel.
It's just the outside. It's just the outside of the pen.
I'm just an empty vessel.
So just one. Yep. This is an easy one.
Rita's there, can you give me the red one to Nathan, please? It's the big daddy.
Thank you.
Can you pass that to Teddy?
Did Nathan already do this one?
Yep.
Yes.
Cool.
And what about the purple one?
We did those.
We did them
There's only
both.
one in each.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
So
we
these are
looked at
both for Teddy
Yep.
now.
And then I'll take the red one after those.
We only need three though, right?
You are all here, so
Okay.
sign away.
Here's Highway if anybody wants it.
Well,
Our signing
they'll get
music?
to it, huh?
Is that our signing music?
Yes. Or I could put on a little dance music if you'd like.
Do some interpretive dancing again.
I'll do some interpretive dancing
Okay,
called
right.
abstract.
Escrow. And you guys are working on the red one, correct?
We are, it's a big one.
We have plenty of tissues here tonight, don't we?
See, if anybody actually showed up, we could have used them as plates for the cranberry cake.
Yeah.
Well, I just ate dinner and I'm still full, so.
I just had more sweets than I know what to do with. What is this?
You missed that one.
You sure you don't want to take any pepper noose home or
They were good.
We have
wafers?
such a pile of stuff.
Rita took home a third of a
Lemon
lemon
meringue
meringue
pie
pie that I brought in today.
after Jack sniffed it.
At least he didn't eat it.
Well, I took off that end anyway, just to be safe. It had no juice.
No,
Nose prints on it. It's got the cutest little nose.
Oh, so by the way, just so everybody knows, I have someone to talk about just cause eviction on the 9th lined up.
So, you mean at the town board meeting?
Yes, for the town board meeting. They said if we give them time, they can show up.
Who are they?
They're from For the Many, or no, not, Housing Justice for All New York State, or something like that. Yeah. They have a representative who said if we allow them, they can show up on the drop of a hat. And I said I would talk it over with you guys. I said, as a preliminary, I said, let me see if I can get like a 10 or 15 minute thing for you and we'll discuss it, but they'll have, any question you can throw at them, they'll have an answer for.
Okay,
So,
okey dokey.
do we want them there or at the workshop?
Good question.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe,
Can we do it in stages? Can we have them at the workshop first and see what they have to say, and then bring them to the board meeting?
well, then they have to come twice, and.
True.
We might as well just have them come to the board meeting and just get the information and get, and whoever's here can,
I do like the idea though, it's just they are mostly volunteers.
Right.
So, yeah, it's, or interns.
Rita, where are we with the Purple Heart Town?
I haven't done a
Work.
thing in a while.
Okay.
I've got a list. I was hoping to do something by Veterans Day, but our only living Purple Heart recipient
Yep,
was away.
right.
So we'll aim for next Veterans Day.
Okay.
But I haven't gotten any more people on the list. I think I've got 9.
Nice.
It's amazing.
It's better than we started out with.
It is, and only one is living.
Ooh,
There is another one who did not want to be participating in it at all, so.
huh.
Is there a formal process we have to go through?
No.
Oh, okay.
Pleasant Valley did a resolution. We
Right.
could do that, say at the November or October meeting.
Right before?
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that's it.
Okay.
So on the 7th, or not, the 2nd, is the swearing in too, correct? Is that the first item of business, or is that, okay?
And I will swear at you.
Oh, I was gonna ask Dennis,
Oh, you want to?
I was gonna ask him.
That's fine.
Or do you wanna swear to you?
Totally up to whatever is the pleasure of the supervisor.
Would you like Rita to swear you in?
Yeah, sure,
That's what he likes to swear.
read it.
Rita likes to swear.
Rita was also my mentor, my first mentor
That's
in local politics,
I
essentially.
remember it well. I really actually do remember it.
Yeah.
When I was allowed to have somebody take over the office so I could go on vacation.
Yes, I remember all of it.
I actually
All right.
enjoyed it.
I actually wanted to be able to swear you in, but I'm allowed to marry people, but I'm not allowed to swear you in. Oh, and they do think they're gonna do it in the spring. The wedding.
Oh, okay.
Tell them it's good for 1 year, no backsies.
The wedding or my being able to,
Both, why
Yeah.
not? They got a year to decide.
no backsies?
Haven't heard that in a while.
I haven't heard that in a while either. That's funny.
Forever young.
Now, do we have a total on hand for all the abstracts already, or is that,
Yeah, there's something here.
okay. So we have something to go off. Wendy doesn't have to sit down and count all the numbers up.
Yeah.
Sure, why not?
Fund.
Do it live.
Yeah, do it on my fingers.
Get an abacus.
Sorry.
It never stops. You did them? Yeah, yeah.
Yep. Thank you.
Salt. Road salt is not cheap,
No, it is not.
man.
And Jim was adamant about being prepared. No, he loses sleep at night about salt.
does.
Mm-hmm.
Well, and it's everyone, it's just a good reminder, everyone in the town also has access to it too. They can go and get 2 5-gallon buckets if they need it.
I actually reminded somebody of that today. But,
It's a good idea.
You know, we could have a giant Italian dinner with all the salt we have if we have any left over.
Well, it's mixed with dirt.
So maybe not an Italian feast, but
where did all those cookies come from?
my
From
friend,
Teddy.
yeah.
No, I mean, you didn't make all those
No,
cookies,
no.
did you?
A friend brought him over for our Christmas party we had the other day. Just opened too, really. But he had, because his family's mostly German Dutch, they had a form of celebration that requires lots of sweets.
I think we all did a lot of sweets this week.
And he gave me a whole Stollen, one of those cakes that has marzipan in it.
There you go.
I was telling Eric, I think it was the most disgusting thing I've ever tasted.
You do know you're being filmed.
Of course. I'm part German, I'm allowed to say this.
Did you do these already?
he did.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So we're almost done.
Thank you for the card.
You're welcome. And I hope Charlotte liked her Christmas gift.
Thank you.
He said, I really like that bag, but it's so Charlotte, so. can't
Yes,
find."
she did like it. She was very happy about
You
it.
know, it's weird how many people right around the lake got COVID after that time. And you guys didn't.
Yeah, we
You guys
didn't.
didn't. I mean, a lot of people
Did Jeff?
didn't. Jeff got COVID.
No way. I talked to him a long time, too.
Three Mosiers got COVID.
Yes.
Yeah, I think they got.
The Spears?
We all, yeah, I mean, everybody.
Spears, yeah.
Amy Singer, Gail Goodwin and Marty. I mean, it was like a whole,
Brad and Curtis did. We saw
Yeah.
them Christmas Eve at a restaurant. Decided to be in the same restaurant.
yeah.
They seemed
No,
fine.
I'm delighted. It was just weird that it was almost like it was a Hunts Lake contingent of the cookie party.
Right.
Party.
Because they give out all those cookies, they call it the cookie party.
Yeah.
I didn't make that up.
But you're talking about the Funds Lake cookie party? Or
No, the Brad and Curtis.
No, Thursday night.
They call it the cookie party?
Yeah.
There were cookies on the table.
I know, but they
There were
weren't
other
the only
things.
one that made them. Yeah, that's
They
what-
weren't.
Yeah, like
Well,
other
they
people
didn't
brought
say
stuff.
our cookie party, I
No,
mean,
well,
our
I didn't,
cookies.
okay. I didn't know it was called.
Well, there was 5 o'clock club the next night.
They what?
Yeah.
There was 5 o'clock club the next
Yeah, but
night
Jeff-
with a lot of the same people.
Jeff didn't go to that.
Not Jeff, yeah. When did he come down with it? Right away?
Is that the only thing he went to?
The cookie party?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How many days later did he get it?
Must have been, I mean, it's a big house.
Yeah,
So
but
he
there were
must have been-
75 people crammed into the, I mean.
There were.
Yeah, but there were people in the pool table room, in the piano room,
Yep.
in the room.
Kitchen
the
was
Christmas
packed.
tree
The kitchen room.
the dining
Kitchen was where the bar was.
They were in Curtis's loft space.
Yeah, oh my God, really?
Yes, they had the whole house open up. They wanted everyone to look at everything. So
Yeah, Curtis was giving tours.
you could have easily avoided the person.
Well, apparently a lot of people did.
Yeah.
What do they
Some-
call it? Ground zero? No, what did they call
Yeah,
it?
Patient zero.
Patient zero.
Patience.
Yeah, the guy from New Rochelle.
All right.
You want the totals?
Sure.
General fund was $48,949.49. Highway was $8,040.83. Bangor Lights, $993.40. And escrow, $1,455 even.
Okay. So then I make a motion to approve the end of the year abstract 12B.
I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye. Does anyone else have something they would like to add to the agenda? Okay. I will not have open privilege of the floor because still no one's here. So I make, oh my goodness, we're during the last meeting of 2024. I make a motion to adjourn the meeting.
Second.
What time is it?
Oh.
10 of 10?
It's 10 of 10. 7:33.
7:33.
Yeah.
All in favor?
Aye.
Unless you want to stay here till we...
So the next day we're together is January
Second.
2nd. And Teddy will get sworn in by Rita Mary.
It's Thursday.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah. And,
Anything else on the agenda?
you mean for
Or to
that
do
meeting?
other-
Yes.
Yeah,
Do
it's
to
the
do other
reorg meeting,
appointments.
there's,
It's just a lot of appointments and naming
Right,
things.
right.
and
yeah,
It's really no
We did it last year.
business as such, but
I remember.
but there's a lot of funny business.